Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a push workout ready for you guys. In this workout, I'm going to show you how I incorporate some calisthenics progressions into my weight training exercises, especially for upper body days. So first, we're going to start with some mobility warm-ups for the wrists. It's so crucial to start with wrist warm-ups when you're doing calisthenics because the majority of your body weight is going to be on your hands, and your wrists have the most bones located in just this area of the body. It's okay to warm them up to the point of soreness, like a slight soreness, not excruciating pain. Starting calisthenics is really going to expose some of your weaknesses, and a lot of the weaknesses that I had in my upper body, I just needed more muscle mass and more mobility in certain areas, especially my wrists. This is a must when you are starting out with calisthenics. So the way that I structure my workouts is I think about the skill that I want to achieve, and then I add in progressions that would help me achieve that goal. So today's goal is to get the handstand and the tuck planche. Also, I'll be doing some beginner progressions that will help me with my core strength in my hip flexors and my core compression. Core compression refers to the action of engaging or tightening the muscles of the core in a way that stabilizes and supports the torso. Doing planks will really help with core compression strength, and you need core compression strength to perform most of these calisthenics exercises, especially doing planches. I feel like that's one of the coolest exercises that I've seen. Your upper body is literally holding your body in space. The planche is really what I would love to do. That looks so freaking cool. Like you look like an anime character or something. I may have been a little bit ambitious with this routine, as you would see as you keep watching, like, oh, that doesn't really look so right. But you know, that's part of this whole journey for me. I just enjoy doing this. I enjoy moving my body and I enjoy figuring it out, you know? When I think I know a certain skill would be easy for me, it exposes a weakness that I didn't notice before, and that's the thrilling part. So now I know that I need more core compression so that I can feel comfortable and stable doing a handstand, at least a handstand. I would love to do a handstand. So that's really the focus of this upper body day. This is when the camera cut off. I was about to do some scapular retractions and some wall stands. I mean, I thought I was Wonder Woman doing all these exercises, only to find out that I wasn't even recording in the first place. But we move. Next, we're going to do some pike holds or tucks with a med ball. This exercise requires you to engage your transverse abdominis, rectus abdominis, and obliques. To maintain a compressed tucked position, this core engagement mimics the core tension needed for a tuck planche or planche tuck, and it helps you to develop the internal pressure necessary to stabilize your body during the planche. So holding the position, whether in a plank or a tuck, forces you to keep your pelvis tucked, which is critical for maintaining a stable and tight body alignment during the planche. This will help build your hip flexor strength and enhance your shoulder stability and develop full body tension required for practicing the planche tuck. I will say there are some things that I would improve in these pike holds. I wish I held the positions a little bit longer. For example, here in the planche tuck, I wish I would have held this position for about 20 to 30 seconds. and not just zoomed right through this exercise. I feel like that would have really helped me to focus on that full body tension and that core compression. But you know, next time, today I did my best. Next time I'll do better. So next I did a reverse planche to compression tuck compression with the foam roller, and it's so good to help with your core strength, your shoulder stability and flexibility, while also reducing the risk of injury. The shoulders are placed under significant strain, which requires a high degree of stability and mobility. And the foam roller can help to improve your shoulder flexibility and the range of motion, especially in the deltoids, trapezius, and serratus anterior muscles, which are very crucial for shoulder protraction and stability during the tuck planche. So using a foam roller in this progression can really help you with core activation by forcing you to maintain a certain level of engagement and tension, which mimics the compression needed in a tuck. Next, we're going to move on to the leg raises in an L-sit position. This exercise requires significant hip flexion. Lifting the legs up towards the torso helps to improve hip mobility. And by the way, I am enjoying you guys' comments in the last video. I'm so grateful that I get to be here and just like take you on this journey and hopefully educate and teach what I know and what I've learned. So this is a blessing that I get to do this. Yeah, just grateful for you guys. Okay, next are the tuck planche progressions. I know this is not a tuck planche. This is a pike push-up, and it's an assisted pike push-up with a resistance band. But I intended to do a tuck planche with the resistance band, only to find out that my full body tension was not quite there yet, and the core compression needed for that was also not there. So I just ended up doing a frog stand and assisted pike hold position with the resistance band. I was so frustrated. I couldn't even get the other leg to stay up while doing these frog stands. I was so afraid that I was gonna fall over. Ah man, I just at this point, I just wanted to go into the weights training session already. And it's okay. It's normal to have these emotions when you don't quite get a workout right, or you're too overly ambitious with what you think you can do, and then you get humbled real quickly. That's calisthenics for you. It takes a lot of discipline and consistency doing these exercises, because the more frequent you do these exercises, the faster you can get there. But if you keep starting and stopping, you're not going to see results. So it's important to show up. Even when you think you look silly showing up, you are showing up for you, and that is all that matters. So now I'm doing these ring support holds. They're so good for shoulder stability, and they're also good for beginners and advanced athletes. And it helps with core strength and core engagement, full body tension and control. But the most important part is that shoulder strength, because it's really going to help you do a lot of exercises like muscle ups, front levers, a variety of calisthenics exercises. And I love to pair this with the tucked leg raises just to build on that core strength. And if you're new to calisthenics, I think that these ring support holds are a very good place to start. It's actually not as hard as you think it looks. It's quite easy once you understand how to mount the ring. So, you just have faith in yourself. Just have faith in yourself that you can do it. If you can see it in your mind's eye, you can do it. Trust me. Just keep practicing and you'll get there. Next, I'm going to do the ring push-ups with the inward rotation. The inward rotation of the rings forces your shoulder joints to stabilize through a greater range of motion, requiring activation of the rotator cuff muscles. And also, I just wanted to show you guys an old clip. Just look at that lack of stability in my shoulders. Like, this was 5 months ago. And look at where I am now with so much stability in my shoulders. Moments like this make me have so much self-respect because I showed up even when I thought I looked silly. So try it. Try calisthenics. Do things that are hard. Now it's time for the weight training portion of the workout. So I'm going to do a superset of the bench press and the overhead shoulder press. So just make sure that your movements are controlled. This is why it's good to not ego lift on these. Just take a weight that is moderately heavy and that would give you a good pump. So 25 is really what I can do. I mean, I could go heavier, but I don't want to ego lift and injure myself. Next, we have this functional movement that I found on Instagram. I'm going to tag his name down in the comments, but this is a great functional exercise with the cable and some resistance bands. And the resistance bands really help you to vary the grips that you use with this exercise so you get a dynamic stretch. This is a pull-push functional workout. And when I tell you, I felt the stretch in my lats and in my shoulder joints. It was so relaxing, but also strengthening. I just wanted to go on forever, but I had things to do. I had places to go. This is a very therapeutic exercise. I just wanted to add this in and just see how it felt because I was curious, even though this is a push workout. Yeah, just experiment and try these out, guys. I love to add functional moves at the end of my workouts. This is another exercise that I discovered from the same creator, which I'm gonna put his name on the screen. I also love this. This exercise works the transverse plane. So the transverse plane is when your torso is moving from left to right. So this is a functional exercise because it's translatable into the real world. So think about when you're like running from something and you turn. So that's the transverse plane. And so many people injure themselves by doing basic human movements. And this is a basic human movement, but it's being trained, so it's just really important to train so that you're harder to kill. It's good to train all directions. Okay, so last but not the least, I concluded the workout with some tricep pull downs. And these were awesome. I love these so much. I try to hold the cable down for about 1 to 2 seconds, and that helps me get to failure. So yeah, look at me struggling. But yeah, if you watched this far, thank you for sticking around, and I'll see you in the next one.